A warm breeze drifts through your mind, soft at first. Then it turns cold, because someone close to you just told a story about last night that you don't remember. You feel a pang of fear. Did you really say those words? Did you really do that thing? Your heart races, your vision blurs, and suddenly you're swimming in doubt. What just happened? That moment when your own mind betrays you is the moment a master manipulator has you right where they want you. Take a breath. Lean back. Let these words wash over you like a lantern in the dark, revealing hidden traps. Today, you will learn how to spot the invisible hand that bends your thoughts, rewrites your history, and steals your peace. This is not theory, this is survival. The Stoics taught us that he who conquers himself is the greatest warrior. Now, you will become that warrior. Imagine someone who can twist your trust like a rope in their fist. One day they flatter you with praise, the next they scold you for the smallest mistake. You walk on eggshells, never sure where the ground is solid. You blame yourself for storms they created. You start to feel lost, powerless, fearful. Yet, the world around you looks fine, because their poison is subtle. It flows in whispers, half-truths, shifting shadows. It is confusion made flesh. When they deny what they said, you doubt your own memory. When they retract a promise, you question your sanity. This is their greatest weapon. They turn certainty into chaos and feed on your need for clarity. Now, remember Epictetus. If someone provokes you, realize that your mind is complicit in your emotion. The manipulator seeks your emotional reaction. They don't care what you feel. They care how easily they can make you feel it. So, the first rule of defense is calm observation. When someone's words and actions clash, pause, write it down. Hold fast to the facts that you see, hear, and note. Build your fortress of truth around your own eyes and ears, because they will try to steal them. But confusion alone is not enough. A true master manipulator dons the mask of the wounded angel. They tell you heartbreaking tales of betrayal, hardship, sacrifice. They weep on cue and wrap your guilt around your shoulders like a heavy cloak. You see their tears and feel compelled to comfort them. You sacrifice pieces of your sanity, your energy, your time. You believe you are healing them, but in truth, you are fueling their power. For every tear they should shed, they owe you nothing. Every sob is not sorrow, but strategy. Seneca warned that pity is a disease of the soul when squandered on the unworthy. Your empathy is sacred. Do not waste it on manipulators who treat your kindness as a commodity. The Stoics teach that true compassion has boundaries. When someone uses grief to demand absolute loyalty, step back, ask, am I being asked to help or to surrender? Distinguish between genuine need and rehearsed despair. You were not born to fix broken souls that ask you to break yourself. As your mind sharpens, you may notice a quiet shift. Suddenly, you rarely hear from old friends, family, neighbors. You ask yourself, did I offend someone? But the answer is more sinister. They have isolated you. It began with subtle digs. Your friends just don't get you like I do. Or your family worries you too much. At first it sounded caring, protective. Now it feels like a curtain descending between you and everyone you love. The manipulator's words are small scissors, cutting the threads that bind you to the world. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." If your thoughts are painted with their voice alone, you lose your own hue. So reach out, call an old friend, drive to see a family member. Rekindle parts of yourself that lived before the manipulator stepped in. Remember your dreams, your laughter, your spontaneous joy. Isolation is a cage built of quiet words. You can break free with noisy life. And when you do confront them, watch closely. They will twist the plot so that you become the villain. They will laugh or cry or rage until you are the one apologizing. This is the art of shifting blame. Their fault becomes your flaw. They avoid responsibility like a snake avoids sunlight. Little by little, you learn to expect no apology, no admission of guilt, only endless deflection. You doubt your worth. You feel like a mistake. And every apology you offer is paid with interest in the currency of your self-esteem. Epictetus taught, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react that matters." When a manipulator turns things around on you, refuse to bow. Speak calmly. "I feel hurt when you say that." Refuse to battle on their field of blame. State your facts, then step away. A person who truly cares will listen and change. A manipulator will double down, feeding on your resistance. When conversation becomes a battlefield, choose retreat. Preserve your peace. Now, watch their praise. It's not innocent. They'll say, "You're the best thing that happened to me," or "I don't know what I would do without you." At first, it feels like warmth, sun breaking through clouds, but soon the light becomes a glare, blinding you to their demands. Praise becomes permission to ask for more time, more favors, more silence from you when they speak. They reward you with compliments, so you stay eager for approval, like a dog chasing a thrown bone. The Stoics remind us, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. When someone feeds your vanity, they plant new cravings. They make you hungry for their approval, which they can toss away at will. To break this spell, cultivate inner worth. If you know your value, no compliment can inflate you unduly, and no withdrawal can deflate you beyond repair. And then they mirror you. They borrow your phrases, mimic your posture, laugh at your jokes. It feels intimate, like they truly understand you. But this reflection is a trap. It convinces you that you found a soulmate, someone who thinks and feels exactly as you do. You relax your guard. You share secrets, desires, fears, and they use that map to navigate your mind, turning your own dreams into their control. Ancient Chinese wisdom says, when you see the shadow of your own face, beware the mirror that shows it. If someone always matches you too perfectly, take a step back. Ask yourself, do they have their own voice, their own story? True connection is not imitation. It is respect for difference. A friend cherishes your quirks, not copies them. By now, your senses are alight. You see the pattern. Confusion, victim mask, isolation, blame shifting, weaponized praise, mirrored soul. You recognize the design beneath the chaos, and with recognition comes power. The Stoics believed that freedom begins in the mind. You can't always leave a manipulator behind. Sometimes they're family, sometimes they're your boss, but you can control your response. You can build inner walls stronger than any external cage. When they try to draw you in, you breathe out. When they guilt trip you, you breathe in. When they gaslight you, you breathe out again. Each breath is an act of defiance, a testament to your sovereignty. In the next video, we will explore how to dismantle their influence piece by piece, how to speak your truth without fear, how to reconnect with your true self, how to use Stoic exercises to fortify your mind against any emotional assault. For now, carry this knowledge like a lantern on a dark road. Share it with those who walk in shadows. And remember, the greatest power is knowing yourself and refusing to give that knowledge away. If this light helped you see, subscribe and ring the bell. Your clarity is your strongest shield, and together, we'll keep sharpening it.